Hello, world. We're so happy you're here. Ready to unleash your inner entrepreneur? Warmest welcome to World Humanitarian Drive's 17th episode of Inspiring Millions Show. This is the show where we feature brilliant minds from around the world to share with us their story. Today, our honorable guests are entrepreneurial couple of H&T Wine Gallery, Happy Andrada Gras and Tanguy Gras. We'll get to know their inspiring story in a short while. Thank you for joining us live or on replay. I'm Viva Andrada O'Flynn, your host and Global Media Relations of World Humanitarian Drive. World Humanitarian Drive, also known as WHD, is an international NGO founded in Croydon, UK by British Indian global peace activist, entrepreneur, writer, Dr. Abdul Basit Saeed. The primary vision of WHD is to promote peace, education, and trade harmony initiatives globally among everyone across the world, regardless of race, gender, religion, or nationality, living as one family. This Inspiring Millions show is your show, too. Therefore, we encourage you to please engage with us. Please help us spread inspiration by sharing this link. Put your questions that you would like to ask our honorable guests, Happy Andrada Gras and Tanguy Gras, or comments that you have for us in the chat box. We will read them later on in the show. Let us also know where you are watching this. Wherever you are in the world, let us keep you company and brighten your day as we share peace, love, and happiness. We're on the last week of May. Today is the 28th of May. It's World Hunger Day. World Humanitarian Drive would like to acknowledge and applaud the efforts of ordinary citizens who have stepped up to help those in need. In this episode, our virtual stage takes us to the Philippines, the land of the morning and modern-day heroes, such as Anna Patricia Nunn, who started a community pantry in her neighborhood to give food for free to the needy, that inspired versions of Share What You Can, Get What You Need worldwide. In the Philippines, May is National Heritage Month, and today is National Flag Day. In these times, people around the world are finding opportunities in the COVID crisis, and certainly Filipinos are rising to the occasion with a spirit of entrepreneurship. Our special guests today are an entrepreneurial couple, Happy Andrada Gras and Tanguy Gras, who together run H&T Wine Gallery. H&T Wine Gallery was born out of two people's passion for art, wine, food, and of course, for each other. Happy Andrada Gras is a world-class fashion designer who has showcased her design talents in the Philippine Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in Amsterdam, Arts and Fashion Week, Toronto, Canada, and many others, since there are so many to mention. A multi-awarded fashion designer, Happy has won several awards, including National Commission of Culture and Arts Ani ng Dangal in Visual Art 2018, International Artist of the Year 2017, in the International Fashion Art Biennale, Seoul, Korea, and many others. She owns fashion art that provides funky, fashionable finds fit for fun, fab Filipinos, and happyandrada.com, where she sells her designs. As a co-founder and president of H&T Wine Gallery, Happy is the artsy one, branding expert, and ensuring that all they do is enhance with fine craft, fashion, and elegance. Tanguy Gras is the former restaurant manager of the iconic Spiral Restaurant in Sofitel, Philippine Plaza, Manila, where he went his way up to become the food and beverage manager of the hotel. Most recently, he took the position of Director of Food and Beverage at the Admiral Hotel Manila M Gallery, where he conceptualized all the F&B outlets and their offerings. For him, food and drinks are simple pleasures in life that can surely bring happiness. As the co-founder and general manager of H&T Wine Gallery, Tanguy loves to spend time looking for gems from different wineries behind the stove to elaborate flavorful bites and discover new pairings. This entrepreneurial couple has turned their passion into profit. Let's all welcome Happy and Tanguy of H&T Wine Gallery. Mabuhay, bienvenue, welcome.
Mabuhay.
Hello,
Hi,
Mabuhay.
Viva. Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you. It's nice to be here and happy National Flag Day.
Yes, happy National Flag Day. It is the day today in the Philippines.
Yes.
Maraming salamat, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much for joining us here today, Happy and Tanguy. So this is the first time we've interviewed two brilliant minds in one episode. How are you both today?
I'm doing great.
We're doing great, amazing.
That's great. So let's get started. Let's start with Happy. Happy, you're a multi-awarded fashion designer, makeup artist, entrepreneur. Could you please tell the world more about yourself?
I'm Happy, the H of H&T Wine Gallery, and I co-own a store with my sister called Fart Fashion Art. And I've been a fashion designer for 15 years, and I did represent the Philippines in a lot of shows overseas, and I won a couple of awards. And fashion has always been my passion since I was a kid. I was always into styling, into playing with Barbie dolls, you know. I guess you really have to do your passion, like what you really love to do. So I'm just really fortunate that my mom and my family supported me in doing what I love to do. And aside from fashion designing, I'm also a makeup artist and I love creating different looks, you know, just having fun with life, trying different characters. It could be either for like Halloween or any kind of object or whatever you like, or an artwork. And yeah, I guess it's really fun just to like do different things that you love.
That's wonderful, Happy. Now let's go to Happy's husband, Tanguy, a Frenchman, former hotelier and wine enthusiast, the T and H&T Wine Gallery. Could you please tell us more about yourself, Tanguy?
So first of all, I'm the husband of Happy. No, yes, I'm a former hotelier. Actually, I started to work in the hospitality industry 12 years ago. So I worked for 12 years, and I started first in small restaurants in Monaco. I worked also in Spain. I worked in England, and I finally ended up here in the Philippines, and where I worked for Sofitel, for also M Gallery Hotel. I always love the hospitality because it's to be hospitable, and I also love food and beverage. So this is why basically I love the most, and this is why also I worked mainly in the food and beverage departments. I had a little bit of experience in an accounting department of a hotel, but being behind a computer was not my kind of things. I preferred to eat and to enjoy nice drinks. So this is why I changed my way to go to the food and beverage. And yes, we started our company last year in October. We launched it actually in November. It was a plan to open our own business, a sort of tapas bar, or I would say concept, wine and tapas bar concept. Unfortunately, the pandemic came in between our plans. But we decided with our passion for these wines and for this food to bring this business first online, and this is how H&T Wine Gallery was born. And so today, Happy and I are managing this wonderful, I would say, offerings that we have online, and we're delivering in the whole Metro Manila area.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. So I think you have a video for us. Could we see
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
let's see the H&T video, the brunch video. Yeah, so can you just tell us more about H&T first?
Alors, H&T Wine Gallery, so H&T, basically the name comes from Happy and Tanguy, so this is why there's H&T. Gallery is basically because we love the way that we put the artsy way of presenting our products, the wines, the different tapas that we offer, the different food. And actually the artsy in our couple is my wife.
Yeah, and then everything there that's whatever we're selling is well curated by my husband. And then we're offering different things in our store as well, which is like the wine and cheese class, and we offer brunch set, and we have like the tapas box.
Yes, we like to have it very, I would say, interactive, because we basically, I would say, have a lot of contact, with our guests, with our customers, and we like to make it a bit differently. So it's really unique. You have a very nice, cute, tiny boxes where you can get imported cold cuts, imported cheeses. We have this wine and cheese class, which we do monthly. So where we interact with our customers, our guests, and where we have the chance to try different cheeses, to try different wines, and we have this brunch. So this is what we're gonna see in the video, which is a fun way to celebrate and to have a nice family moment at home safe at home.
Yes.
Okay, let's play the video. Oh, that's a really fun video.
It's made by Tanguy. And
that's great.
Cameo.
Yeah, exactly. We have those skills of being actors in our past, I would say, hobbies, and that's why we did that video.
Okay, so let's just know, Happy, how did you get into fashion?
I got into fashion because since I was young, I already loved like styling, playing with Barbie dolls, dressing up. I used to watch Sound of Music and then play around with the draperies and then wrap it around myself like I'm a Grecian or I'm a nun. I mean, it's always been something that I really love. And I guess I see fabric as a canvas. So fashion is a form of art for me. And it's something really innate and something that I've been really passionate about. And I'm just really thankful for a super supportive family that helped me become a designer. And so growing up, I've been designing and sketching. I think I was in high school, first year high school. I was sketching different kinds of outfits while I was in class. But don't tell the teacher I wasn't listening. I was sketching. But I've been designing for a really long time. And I launched my career as a designer when I was 18 years old. I had a fashion show and also an art show on the side. And part of the proceeds went to charity. It was with orphans called Bethany Homes. And after that one, for college, I took fashion designing in LaSalle College International. And after graduating, I opened a store called Fart Fashion Art with my sister. And also, I proceeded to study more about fashion in London. I went to Central St. Martin's and the London College of Fashion, and where I took a lot of fashion courses. And in the side, I also studied makeup. So yes, it's my 15th year this year. And I'm really happy about that. And I'm enjoying every single moment being a designer.
Happy 15th year of being a fashion designer, happy, and many more.
Thank
So
you.
thank you too. How about you, Tanguy? What got you into wine?
Well, I am French, so we start drinking wine quite early in my country. We cannot really say it openly, but it's true that when you're a kid, your parents they make you try wine at quite a young age. So usually they put a little sip of a bit of wine into your water. They said it makes the water taste good, but it's to train your palate to be used to the taste of wine. So this is how I started to drink wine, maybe when I was, I would say, 12 years old or something like this. So not really drinking wine, but drinking wine with a drop of wine inside my water. And then eventually, well, as I studied first economics, and then I moved to hospitality because I had my first experience in a restaurant. And it's true that first of all, I had some classes about wine with my professors. And I remember one of my professors, if he's watching today, Monsieur Serrier, thank you very much for putting this passion into me. It was really interesting to know the differences of the grapes, to know the differences of the climates in the different regions. We focused a lot into French wine regions, but it was really beautiful to see all the efforts put into one small product, which is basically a bottle of wine. There's so many things that the winemaker has to think of, what grape varieties to plant. Of course, the rules and regulation of the region is basically operating. The time he will age his vines, the wine, sorry, how he will train his vines, the climate, the soil, and so on. There's so many things impacting on a I would say, little product. And this is what makes it very unique. It's a lot of hard work, and a winemaker basically a lot live on the year that is coming. So I mean, it's like a company, a company that you have, a business. And if your year is bad, if there's a bad vintage, for example, you cannot go back in time and fix it. Basically, it's a very difficult job. And well, as I continue my career in the food and beverage industry, I developed more tasting. I had a lot of mentors that make me taste more wines, try different things. I had the chance to visit wine fairs. One of the biggest wine fair in the world, which is Vinexpo in Hong Kong also. So throughout those years, I really developed this passion for wine. I really love to taste something different, to discover something about the winemaker, the history behind it, and so on. So this is today also one of our hobby, to try different wines. We try to do it not too often, of course. We drink responsibly, huh? But once a week, we try a different wine. We enjoy it. We compare what we think about it. And yeah, this is what we love about it. It's always a different surprise. It's always a different thing. Let's say I will share something. For example, you will have a wine that is a specific vintage from a specific winery, and you will have the same exact wine from the specific vintage and the specific same winery, but they might all, the two of them, taste different. Why? Because there's condition of storage, there's how the wine traveled. Some wines traveled from a certain country to Asia, or in the other way around, and then all those things impact on basically the wine itself. So sometimes it can improve, sometimes it can make it not as good as you wish it, but it's always a different experience. It's always a surprise, and we love to surprise each other, and we love to get surprised with wine.
It's really wonderful how you've turned your passion for wine into profit. So, Happy and Tanguy, tell us about your love story. How did the two of you meet?
Because of wine.
Yeah, because of wine. It's a funny story.
Yeah.
You.
Okay.
So, okay, yun na nga.
Sige. No, so basically, it was an event in Sofitel, the former company I worked for. And then we had a special night. I think it was a tree lighting ceremony. So a big celebration here in the Philippines, where we light the tree for the announcing of the beginning of the Christmas season. And my wife, the Happy, who was going to be my wife, was invited to this event with her mom. And I had a photo taking moment with the team of Sofitel, and I was holding a glass, but I was holding a glass just for the photo. So eventually I put it back into the tray. I didn't touch the wine at all. And then the mom of Happy basically said that, oh, don't get this glass because this guy returned it. And basically, this is how we met. But we met actually way before, way back. And this is what Happy is gonna tell you about.
Yes. Which one? Where you were borrowing my outfit?
Yes, I think that's the right one.
So our friend Yasmin, I think, introduced us over the phone text, no?
Yes.
Because he was looking for outfits for an event for French month, I think.
Yes, I was freeloading outfits with Happy.
And then he messaged me that he was gonna get my costumes. And I was like, my outfits are not costumes. My black outfits are outfits, not costumes. But then in French, costume is an outfit, right? Yeah. And then so I prepared the outfit. I wasn't here in the country. I think I was in Hong Kong or somewhere, or in London that time. So I was asking my staff to prepare the outfits. And then he said he was going to ask the staff to pick up the outfit. And then I found out that after how many days, no one picked up the outfit.
And actually that time, yeah, I was in Hong Kong. And I was this time in Vinexpo. So I was drinking a lot of wine, and I asked my staff to pick up the outfits, but no one went to pick it up. It was pretty busy, and then it went out of our mind to pick it up. And it was funny because I was drinking wine instead of picking up the outfit. And few years back, after when we 2 years later, sorry, when we had these events, this is how Happy introduced me to her mom, who is my mom today. So basically she said, oh, he's the guy who never picked up the outfits. And then I felt really bad at this moment because I felt embarrassed, of course. And I said,
I saw how you reacted after that when you took a sip of your drink.
Yes, I said, I think I need a glass of wine now. So I didn't feel it. So this is how we met.
Yeah.
So I'd just like to know, what are your tips to have a happy marriage? Because you seem to be having a happy marriage. So what are your tips?
So I think it's important to surprise each other all the time, in a good way, of course. Yeah. But surprise each other, this is really important. It's a marriage is like always a work in process. It means that you always have to make sure that you love the person the most that you can, and you love that person even more every single day, and that you prove your love every more single day. So by doing little intentions, doesn't have to be always over the head or crazy ideas,
nothing
but
over the top.
Always have to do simple intentions. It's cooking for the others, surprising with a nice meal, with a nice bottle of wine, with a little card, celebrating
and also tapas and
tapas,
cheese.
celebrating
Celebrating,
sorry.
Celebrating every day. Like we do this thing for how many days? 1,600.
Yes. So we have this game, yes.
Days, every day we're like messaging each other 12 a.m. It's like a happy new year, but happy every day.
Yes.
So whoever wins
is the one who says first.
Yeah.
Okay, so we greet each other which day it is that we are together, and then the one who said first wins. And then if we do 7 days in a row, we wins the Grand Slam. And the Grand Slam, we have a special prize that we can decide what it is on. But yes, we celebrate those little things. We celebrate Mansari, we celebrate, even if it's a small celebration, it's important to keep it this way because this is how you keep the flame burning for each other, and then
you make every day special and memorable, right?
Those are really great tips to have a happy marriage. So what is great about having a business with your spouse?
Because it's so easy to talk to each other, especially we share the same interests. So if ever we have a meeting, we just consult each other casually. Yeah. We're like, hey, I have this idea and stuff, right?
And I think we complement each other. So we have two different things that we differentiate the two of us, which is basically she's very good in marketing into all the artsy things and then the fashion. So this is why it brings the brand to this level of artsy, I would say funny and presentation that we do in our social medias, in our website. And I'm more on the wine side, more on the operation side. So this is where we found each of us the areas of responsibilities, and we complement each other. Means the company will not be able to survive without the one of or the others. So we help each other in the same way. And I think we take decisions always together. As she mentioned, when we have ideas, we discuss it. We make sure that we do the proper plan for it. I'm more into the planning. She's more into the creative side, and then.
But you're also creative.
And we have fun. I think it's important to have fun. When you get an idea, when we basically put something out, we always try it. So it means that there's no products that we're selling that we didn't try before. The reason why is if we don't like it, we cannot expect others people to like it. Sometimes yes, but most of the time we want to make sure that when we try something, we're like, wow, that's great actually. I had a great night. I just ate this pate, for example, this chicken confit from France, and it's a great moment. So if someone gets it, he will not be disappointed.
Yeah, we sell something that we believe in, something that we love. It's really curated. It's like from us to you guys.
Yeah, and it corresponds to us. When you're trying our products at home, when we deliver it to you, it's something you can imagine that we experienced it also. And this is what we love to do. So, yeah.
That's wonderful to hear. Starting a business can get lonely, but you're lucky to have each other, supporting each other. So happy you're a multi-awarded fashion designer. What inspires you? How do you get your inspiration?
I'm inspired by my husband and my family. And aside from that one, I'm inspired from different things like different feelings or colors or an artwork. I think inspiration is everywhere, and it's up to you how you perceive it. You could be inspired but not like copy exactly the same thing. You could be inspired but have your own take to it. So it's really important to find inspiration everywhere. Just be open to your inspiration. And I guess you have to be open to exploring and playing around with your designs. So yeah.
It's great to know your inspirations, Happy. So it's European Neighbors Day today. Tanguy, France is your birthplace. Do you get homesick? What do you miss most about France?
I do not get so much of homesick because we have the chance that we get those products that we find in France. We bring them here. So in terms of food and beverage, definitely we have what we need here in the Philippines. But it's true that of course my family. Because well, we don't get to travel since there's the pandemic. So and we're not going to travel. I would say in a very soon time. So this is what I miss the most, definitely, being able to travel to my country and visit my family. So yeah, that's how it is. But of course, with technology, and this is what we're experiencing right now, we can get in touch and then we can spend some time together. It's even if we're far away, we can still see each other, and that's what is important. Okay, family is the most important.
Family is the most important. I agree with that. So how has the pandemic affected your work? And what is the COVID situation there in the Philippines right now?
The COVID situation in the Philippines right now, there's 1.2 million confirmed cases, and our government is still waiting for more vaccines, but a lot of people have been vaccinated. I think at the end of the year or early next year, most of the population will be vaccinated. And
yeah, I think it's a stage that we have to wait a little longer to be able to get a very good vaccination programs to help everyone here in the country. It's a bit difficult when it's far away from where basically the vaccine are being produced, but there's a lot of efforts that are being made here to make sure that we keep as much as we can the people safe. Okay, so there was some lockdowns, some possibilities to help also the employees that lost their job. That was the case of the company I worked before. So I decided to leave the company because it was a difficult situation in terms of a job, which was not a full time anymore. A lot of people, unfortunately, had to be. I would say to be let go, but a good thing that now that things are recovering little by little, the company made this promise to rehire people. Hospitality industry has been very badly impacted, and this is something that really was difficult, because when I started to study hospitality and especially the food and beverage, this is the first thing that the professor would tell me. It's a job where you will not have to look for a job, basically, because there's always people hiring, and there's also a lack of manpower, which is not the case today. Because of course the pandemic impacted on it, and a lot of people worldwide lost their job. So it's a very, very tough situation. But this is what also, every time there's a tough situation, there's always a light that you have to see. There's a hope that you need to have to be able to move to something else. And this is also what for us pushed us to build our own company, to build our own business, to adapt ourselves while still doing what we love, to do
Yes.
what we do by passion.
Oh yeah, in the Philippines too, there are a lot of people stepping up and doing their own thing,
Yes.
like helping out, like the community pantry. And it's really good that people are just there for each other.
Yeah.
That's really important. We're there for each other in our own little ways.
That's great. So could you tell me more about the activities that you've been doing during the pandemic? What have you been doing recently during the pandemic?
So I've been creating PPEs, protective wears, for the doctor isolation gown and coveralls. I've been painting, hand painting each and every single piece, and I've been doing this for a year now, since last May, and I've already painted more than 1,000 pieces. And I'm really happy doing this one because in my own little way, it's a way of also like helping out, because I get messages from the doctor that it's like boosting their morale, and they're happy going to work and showing their colleagues that they're wearing something stylish. So even at a time like this, things can be really sad and gloomy, but then there's like a little bit of something that makes them look forward to go to work with their fashion. And aside from that one, I've been also helping out charities. Like I've been donating masks and face shields, and also I donated bridal gowns for the month of June for the wedding of the city. And also right now I have this project. I'm selling my outfits, and 50% will be going to the people that lost their jobs, the people that are in the streets, and 50% will go to the meal packs. So they're gonna get like food from the profit of the outfits. And what about you?
Yeah. So I've been also hired by my wife to help painting some PPEs. So yeah, so supporting in our own way. Apart from that, pandemic gave us some I would say opportunities to do things that we didn't have maybe much time to do before, such as taking a book, reading a book, something that we've been doing. Rewatching our sometimes favorite series on
Yes.
Netflix for the again and again. But yes, it's important to I guess to maintain your mental health also. Personally, you need to help others. You need also to help yourself. It's not an easy time for everyone.
Yeah, I think it's a time to also learn new skills, do something different that you've never tried before, do art, like read a book. Yeah.
That's great. And Happy, you have a video for us about your PPEs. Maybe we can
Yes.
watch it now.
Hi everyone, I'm Happy Andrada and I'm a fashion designer, and join me today as I'm working on my PPE creations. Well, with the PPE creations, I've been making PPE since last May, And I had this concept of like creating something that is different from other PPEs. So it's like something that would make you stylish, stand out, yet also keep you safe. So with this PPE, I'm personally hand painting each and every single piece, and to date I think I already made around 800 pieces, and so I've been painting every day, and I love working on each and every single piece. It's really dear to me. It has my personal touch, and I just make sure that I make the wearer happy, aside from being safe. And what I love about it is I get messages from the doctors, and they tell me that it makes them happy, it gives them something to like look forward to when they're at work, and it also like boosts their morale. So I think in time during like this, like a pandemic, it's important to just like have like those little things that would make you like happy. So join me as I'm going to paint on my creations.
Wow, that's a very inspiring video. Happy, so you donated PPEs and masks to frontliners and healthcare workers, and as you said earlier that you've done several of reaching out to others. You also received a certificate of recognition from World Humanitarian Drive to value your contributions to the society. So what made you reach out and help those in need?
I just think that each and every single one of us has the capability of helping one another in our own little way. It doesn't have to be big. It could be like a simple way of like, I don't know, just be there for someone, or create something that could help out other people. It's at a time like this, it's important to just be there for other people as well and help out. Do whatever you can. And we've been also helping out, it's a secret, but we've been helping out this person in the street that's selling. So he's selling like used goods, used things. So we're like a secret Santa. So we're giving him like those things that he can sell as well. And we also gave a couple of donations for him. And yeah, I think in your own way, it doesn't have to be like out there and tell everyone what you're doing, but you could do it secretly. And
as long as you help each other, that's
yes.
I think that's the most important, especially in those difficult times.
Bless your heart, Happy and Tanguy, for helping out others, those in need. And we have a question right now from a virtual audience from Professor Dato Dr. GP Dorisami. He's the Secretary General of WHD Malaysia. So he's saying it's very inspiring to hear of you both daringly venturing into the business and world of fashion, design, food, and beverage in the Philippines. So please tell us how you are both coping with your business during this challenging pandemic times.
So for H&T Wine Gallery, actually, we started when it was during the pandemic time. It was a very difficult decision to say that we wanted to start at this moment, because it appeared to be not always the right moment. But as we said earlier, we wanted to have, first of all, a physical wine bar, wine and tapas bar. But this is where we had actually had this thought. Let's keep it online, because this is what basically people want now. They want to be able to still enjoy a good meal, to still enjoy a good bottle of wine, while being safe at home. And it was also the rule in the Philippines, because of the lockdown, that people will need to stay at home to avoid the spread of the virus. So for us, it was like, okay, this is the good thing to do. We will bring what people want, to their house, so they can get their meals or their tapas being delivered at home while being safe. And this is how we basically made it for H&T Wine Gallery. We said we'll do it online, we'll keep everyone safe, and we'll keep this experience that people still want to enjoy. Of course, it's a pandemic, but people still want to have good times, to spend time with their family, to be able to enjoy a good moment. And this is what happened for basically H&T Wine Gallery.
And for fashion, it's quite difficult nowadays because like for weddings, they only allow like the bride and then the principal sponsor there. They don't allow the entourage right now, which is like the maid of the secondary sponsor, the flower girls, groomsmen, like it's like all scrapped. So right now we're just like relying on our ready to wear as well. So in my own way as a designer, I'm supporting the weavers by promoting local fabrics, which is like woven from different provinces around the country. So I'm creating ready to wear that's sold worldwide. I've had clients from Germany, Netherlands, from New Zealand, from the States. So it's a way for me to help out like the Filipino weavers. It's like a synergy. So we're creating the fabric and then selling it somewhere else. And yeah, I guess we're just supposed to support like the weavers. So a lot of designers right now are making masks made from like woven fabrics from the tribes around the country. So in our own way, that's how we're supporting.
That's fantastic. We have a message from Mar Miai. She's a virtual audience. So she's saying, sweet couple, always in love and very business minded.
Thank you.
So Happy and Tanguy, what are tips that you would like to share with those who are wanting to start a business in these pandemic times?
I think you have to think a bit outside the box. Pandemic basically, and I think this is something that a lot of big company leaders will say. It's not a year to let's say to become extremely successful. It's a year basically. Sometimes we say to survive, and the way to survive is basically to find another alternative to what was done before. Because of course there's a new normal that is coming up. Not yet here, but it will be here very soon, hopefully. And the way that people consume, the way that people live change and will change. There's a lot of companies now that operate with a remote office, and they realize that working from home is basically safer. First of all, it's safe into, I will say, maybe polluting the planet, because there's a less use of public transportation, of private transportation. And also people are sometimes more efficient. And this is what we notice. When we do what we want, we are able to manage our business from home. We're also more efficient. I think it's a way to think that business in these times, you have to think outside the box. You have to think to something different that was not done before, but that also includes the safety part that is very important. People look for safety today. And why? Because well, there's a lot of debate, of course, about pandemic, and we're not here to debate about it. But there's people that will be linked to you directly or indirectly that were really badly infected, most probably by COVID. And when you consider that, you have to consider the safety of everyone. So yes, tips that we give is to be safe, to think about that. And then if it will eventually become successful.
And then also think outside the box, like have your niche market. Say niche, right?
Yeah, niche.
Niche market. So it has to be something different from others, and be creative with it.
Yeah, I think that's it. But there's so many business opportunities everywhere, and when we think that there's a lot of things that were created, and every time there's a new thing coming out. I don't know if you have those kind of thinking, but sometimes we think, oh, we could have thought of it. So means that there's always new ideas coming your way, and the best is, we say, thinking about outside the box, and adapting yourself to the current situation.
And know your market. Because if you target the right market, that's how you make your business grow bigger, because you know who you're selling to and talking to.
Those are very important tips. So we have also from our virtual audience a comment, Crizel Handog. She's saying a very creative couple.
Thank you very much.
So Happy and Tanguy, you have many followers in your social media accounts. What are your social media tips?
My wife is the pro for this. Me, I'm just trained by my wife.
I would say like be consistent.
Yeah.
Always post like every day and know your market. So if you have a market, I have like a lot of accounts. So I have bridal account, I have for the Filipino maid account, and I have a makeup account, and I also have my personal account. So each and every single account I target it basing on the name. So it's like bridal gowns for the bridal one, the ready to wear one for the Filipino account. So I guess it's important to just target like your account, curate it properly, follow a color scheme or a feel to it. So yeah, and you?
I think there's a lot of good advices on when to post on social media. Those are more, I would say, specific. So of course, there's people that are professional in those social medias to be able to manage this. But if you don't have those people, you can definitely look online. There's a lot of resources online, and they tell you which country, which is the best time to basically post on social media. If you think of basically it's a behavioral thing. Because if you think of when you're using your social media, sometimes while you're having lunch or sometimes when you just wake up in the morning, you just have to think of the right timing and be consistent. As Happy said, I think it's very important to be consistent. So usually we have a plan where we plan for a whole week what we're going to post at which time based on our products. Because when you post on social media, it's not only to have a coverage, you need to make sure that your social media helps your business. So for example, you think ahead of which products are expiring next month, the products that you want to push, when to boost them. If you, for example, advertise too much about, I would say, a wine package with 3 bottles of wine at the beginning of the week, if you just consider that people drink more on weekends or at the end of the week, maybe the post that you have posted at the beginning of the week, people will not remember it, but try to target it more at the end of the week. So there's a lot of advices like this. You can find them online. It depends also on what your business is and what your goal is. Okay, a lot of things that work well, especially here in the Philippines, is, for example, giveaways. People love to get free things, and we love to give also because it brings people happiness. That's how it is. So you give some giveaway every now and then. It's maybe a little cost for your company, but it's a happiness for someone. It's a lot of social media exposure because people, especially here, they're eager to win. So they will share your page, they will comment many times, they will tag a lot of friends, and this helps to bring brand awareness. This is what you want people to know when they will think, oh, I want to order a bottle of wine. What do I have to choose? They will not type anymore on Google, but they will remember, I know this one. And then this is how it is. But mostly important also the promise, because if you post on social media, the product that you deliver has to keep the promise. You need to satisfy your customers so they will order again.
Those are excellent social media tips. So Happy and Tanguy, you're entrepreneurs. World Humanitarian Drive has a trade harmony initiative promoting and supporting global trade, interdependence for peaceful coexistence between nations. So how important is this initiative to have trade harmony in these times?
Especially this time, it's during a pandemic. It's just really important that we're all here for each other.
Yeah.
We support, help each other in any way that we can in our small little ways.
And to help also businesses that are not as big as the leaders in some, I would say, sectors. It's important that the way the trade is being done is easy, especially for the small businesses. Basically, they are the ones suffering the most during the pandemic. So this is a capital, I would say, move and action to help those small businesses to survive. Without this, it's very difficult because we don't want, of course, that the help doesn't go through all the way. So basically, this is a great, great thing.
Yeah, so that's just really good. Thank you. So we have viewers from different parts of the world. We have viewers from, of course, Philippines, Bangladesh, USA, Malaysia, and then so many of our viewers have not been to the Philippines yet. So this would be a great opportunity for them to know more about your country. And it's also National Flag Day there in the Philippines. What can you tell others about the Philippines? What do you love about the Philippines?
Mabuhay!
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay! So what we love about the Philippines, I would say it's the people, because the people are friendly and very hospitable and very hardworking. And also they have like really good bonds with the family. And the Philippines is consisted of more than 7,000 islands. And there's so many amazing sights to see. The culture is amazing wherever you go. There's different food, different traditions, different skills and crafts they're offering. Like I mentioned before about the fabric, like you could go to like the north, they're offering like a different kind of fabric there. And these fabric is like woven, it's handed down from generation to generation. So it's something really special, and it's something handcrafted, and also it's something that's also good for the planet, since it's made with like some fabric are made with pineapple, with cotton, bamboo, and different things. And also what I love is like the different provinces, we have different kinds of tribes that create different kinds of patterns. So whatever kind of pattern you're looking for, I would say they could customize it for you, or whatever province they're offering their traditional pattern that has like a meaning to it. So it's something really special. So you guys should visit the Philippines.
Yeah,
And
it's a beautiful country. There's a lot of, as she mentioned, a lot of beautiful sightseeing locations. There's nice beaches. It's very, very beautiful. Also, I think the people is what makes the strength of the Philippines, because people are welcoming, they are smiling, and it's not always the case everywhere. It's really what makes the strength of this country. I would like to share a story that I had when I just arrived in the Philippines. So it was back in 2012, and I started to work for Sofitel. And actually, it was the moment where there was a very big storm. I think it was a typhoon, huh? And the water started coming inside the hotel. And that was the first night I was supposed to have a drink with one of my colleagues, or a few of my colleagues, and I was waiting for them to finish their duty on that day. And I was waiting for them, and then one of my colleagues came back. I remember I was in how do you call it, the back offices, and then he told me, no, we cannot go out because the water is coming in. And I went out, and for me, a French person who basically never experienced flood in my life before, I saw the flood coming in the corridors, and it was like this scene. I had this scene in my vision. It was like the Titanic when basically Rose is looking for Jake, or Jack, sorry, or the other way around. And when the water is coming in, so it was quite impressive. Eventually, so the following day, after midday, the hotel was back to operating. And this is what I saw was impressive, because Filipinos, they can really turn down a very dramatic situations that a lot of other countries never experience, and make it with a snap, make it go back to normal, and with a smile. And it was very impressive how efficient it was. I think if something like this would happen maybe in my country, in the city where we're not prepared at all, we would not know maybe what to do. And I was really impressed, because I had one of my staff whom I talked to, and I said, how were you affected by the flood or thing like this? And he was telling me that there was flood up to the hips in his house, but the person still came on duty. He still had a smile. And I was like, wow, that's really impressive to keep positive in those difficult times. And this is where you see the strength of the Filipino. In those very difficult times, they keep smiling, and they keep their hope, and they keep their motivation to change the situation, and to turn it into a great situation. And I was very impressed by that, and I'm still impressed today. See, so many years after, and I always tell this story to everyone. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing what you love about the Philippines. So, what are your plans for the future, for your businesses, so you could promote also your upcoming events, your social media accounts, and how our virtual audience can reach you?
So I'm celebrating my 15th year. I'm coming out with a collection. And also, aside from that, I'm representing the country, Philippines, in Seoul, in Korea, Jeju Island. So it's the International Fashion Art Biennale. So it's going to be in a museum in Jeju Island. I already sent my outfits there. I'm going to post it soon. And we do have upcoming wine and cheese class
on the 19th of June at 6 p.m. So you book in advance. We deliver to you the wine and cheese package, which is either you choose is good for 1 to 2 person or to 4 to 6 persons. So you get to get your cheese, your wine, your bread freshly baked. So we send it on the same day, and then you enjoy a class with myself and my wife. And we make you enjoy this class. So for the future, a bit further, we hope to open our wine and tapas bar very soon. So that will be here in Manila, where people will be able to enjoy the same experience and sit down, have a bottle of wine or a glass of wine, enjoy some cooked dishes also. This is the moment where I'll put myself a bit behind the stove and cook also. And it's very exciting times, very exciting. It's important to get those kind of projects. So yeah, you can follow our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube also, where we promote and we talk about our different projects that are coming up. YouTube is good to see when you want to choose a bottle of wine for those living in Manila and in the city around. We do videos of tasting, so you can basically know a little more about the wine before you buying it. So that's why we have this channel to share our knowledge also about wines. There's a lot of small wine lessons. It's small videos, less than 5 minutes, so it's easy to watch. But it's to help people to share with the people our passion that we have for wine.
Okay, that's wonderful. We'll also be posting the links later on.
Thank you.
We also have another comment from Win, and she's saying, very inspiring couple.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for our final question, Happy and Tanguy, what is your inspiring message to the world?
You start?
Yes. Keep very close to the people you love. Okay, that's important. It's important to be with your family, with the person you love, and definitely to do everything that you do with your passion and to do what basically passionates you. Life in a very long scale of humanity is very short, and if it's to do what you not like, it's very difficult. So it's important to keep burning and working on your passion and on love, and this is what really is worth it.
And life is about living it. Live it the way you want to live it. And life is what you make it. So do things that you really love, as Tanguy mentioned. Do your passion and enjoy every moment. And always cherish every moment. And do the best that you can. Whenever you do something, always do your 100% and enjoy it.
Thank you so much, Happy Andrada and Tanguy Gras, for honoring us with your presence and sharing your inspiring entrepreneurial story with the world. In honor of international recognition for your virtue in persistently serving and inspiring humanity with your noble deeds, World Humanitarian Drive would like to present you with an Inspiring Humanitarian Award, signed by Dr. Abdul Basit Said, Founder Chairman, signed on the 28th of May, which is today. So congratulations, Happy and Tanguy, for receiving Inspiring Humanitarian Award.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us here.
How does that make you feel?
Great.
Happy.
We feel very happy and very inspired.
And we love this show. It really inspires us.
We're watching every week.
Yes.
So, yes, also
we're big
watch
fans.
The Inspiring Million show. It's really inspiring.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Happy Andrada and Tanguy Gras, for all your humanitarian works, and here's to many more. So congratulations, maraming salamat, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, Happy Andrada and Tanguy Gras. So we would like to share a quotation by Katharina Bruns, founder of Work is Not a Job. Empower yourself and realize the importance of contributing to the world by living your talent. Work on what you love. You are responsible for the talent that has been entrusted to you. We hope you enjoyed today's discussion with Happy Andrada Gras and Tanguy Gras of Fashion Art and H&T Gallery, who are equally talented in doing what they love and loving what they do. If today's discussion inspired you, please help empower others by sharing this link with your family and friends. Also, do share with us your takeaways from today. Follow us on our social media accounts. Click subscribe on our YouTube channel, WHD Media. Visit our WHD website, www.whd.org.uk for more inspiring events. Stay safe and healthy, everyone. To our frontliners, we salute you. We thank you for your hard work, sacrifices, and dedication to humanity. Happy European Neighbours Day. Happy International Hamburger Day. To all those celebrating their birthdays and special milestones this week, happy celebrations. Have a wonderful weekend. On behalf of WHD team, especially those working behind the scenes, WHD Chairman Dr. Abdul Basit Saeed, WHD Director of Global Operations, Ms. Sarah Wilson, WHD's 12 Honorable Secretary Generals. We thank you, our virtual audience from around the world, for joining us. This has been World Humanitarian Drive's Inspiring Millions Show. I'm Viva O'Flynn. Please join us again next Friday. We will have a discussion with Honorable Bethmawati Krishnan, the President of Association of Women with Disabilities Malaysia, as we inspire the world here on Inspiring Millions Show.